This first clip right here, there's a guy right in the middle of the street walking his dog across the street on the left right there. And they could have just went right here across the crosswalk. This here is a red arrow. In the state of North Carolina, you can turn right on red when safe after stop on any red, whether it's an arrow or a dot, as long as there's no sign. Well, for some reason, people at this particular light, they don't do that. They don't know how. They don't know the law. So you'll see all the cars are done passing by. And look how long they're sitting there. They're just sitting there. It's like, you can go. Technically, you're impeding traffic and you should probably get a ticket for just sitting there doing nothing. You'll see this car on the left in the left turn lane right there. They have a red light and they're just going to decide they want to go. Why bother waiting for the green, right? And then right after they turn, it turns green anyway. This right here is on my right. It's not my lane. And after the light turns green, they sit there at least 5 seconds before the car behind them honks.
What are you waiting for?
That's pretty funny. The funny part is the car next to them didn't go either. This right here, you're gonna see a guy right in the middle of the street. It's like, dude, what are you doing? This car in front of me just hits its brakes for no reason and decides to stop right in the middle of the street. It's like, what are you doing? This is happening too often.
What the heck, man? What's wrong with you?
This was just entertaining to me. It's no big deal. Every time this trailer stopped, that one wheel just kept on spinning. And for some reason, I was entertained by this. See this guy on the right walking? They just crossed that street. No big deal. There's like a little sidewalk right here to go to the other street. But they actually are going to cross the street I'm on. They just kind of keep walking. They're walking right through the cars like how everybody has in the past videos. They're just walking right there. The other side already has a green, so they're going to be standing right there on the yellow line when that truck went by just to wait in that white car. And now they're crossing in the center. It's like, why do people not know how to cross the street? We're approaching the 40 on Davis, and you'll see it is a little confusing right here which side to get on the freeway, but this person just decides they want to go from the left all the way to the right. The car in front of me obviously just notices this, and instead of just turning around somewhere, they decide they just want to stop right there. This guy was tailgating me the entire time, being all impatient, and then I take the camera off to point it at the guy, but I didn't get his license plate number. But if anybody knows this guy, tell him he's an idiot.
What? What? I'm saying you're funny. You're killing me.
Oh, okay.
You got a camera on me? What much is that gonna do? Hi, camera.
Thank you.
This upcoming light right here, we have a green, the other way is red. And you'll see a guy crossing against a red right there on the left. It's like, come on, people. If you look to the left at this intersection, not only is the light red, there's a sign that says do not walk, and they're standing in the middle, and they're still crossing against the red, and the other way is green, so there's going to be cars coming. This is something you learn when you're like 3 years old. Why can't people learn how to cross a street? We're coming up to this red light. Now when you stop, find your spot and stop, and then just stay there. For some reason around here, people like to stop. And then you'll see, I stop, it's hard to tell on the camera, I'm pretty close. And these people in front of me are gonna start creeping forward. But then you're gonna see the bus on the left start creeping forward. And then they're both going to keep doing this. And I'm not going to move because I'm not going to push my clutch in just to creep up like you guys. I'm not wasting my clutch for you. You'll see the light just turn green. It's like, look at all that space. Why didn't you just stop there in the first place?
Dang, guy. You jerk.
This is just to show the Apex Police Mustang, which is really cool. This is another time, people creeping forward. Where are you going? And then it turns green and then they don't go. The funny part is, both of those cars didn't go. There was this guy driving up Davis and he was just on the phone, like texting the entire time. And then I take the camera off and point it at him. Now, I'm not looking when I do this. I'm simply holding it out the window. And when I watched the footage later, it was kind of funny how he turned his head like, what? And then I yelled at him because my windows are down. I yelled at him to get off the phone.
Get off the phone!
This is just to show this cool car, which I think is on all the local meet pages around here. This right here, you'll see these two girls. They come running out of the store. They didn't even look. They just ran out of the store and across.
They didn't even look.
They didn't even look.
Did not even look.
This is just to show a lightning bolt. This right here is a parking lot. I couldn't find any parking. You can see a couple open spaces, but everybody is parked so badly here. This is some doctor's office in Raleigh. So I'm actually going to get out and walk around with my phone. So we just pulled in this parking lot in the rental, and we're trying to find a parking space. But there's so many people parked over the lines, I don't want to park near them. So you can see that right there. They're on the line. These people are way over the line. We'll just walk down here a little way. It's quite astonishing how people are around here. You got this. That's like totally retarded people. Walk down here a little ways. And we didn't. These are empty spaces we did not park in on purpose because of this. Here a little ways. There's another one down here. Sorry for the shakiness. This is not a gimbal. Kitty cat. It's not a kitty cat. We came down here and it's like, what the heck's going on here? This is stupid. This car comes to the right, and I'm guessing it now needs to go back to the left, and they don't realize that. And they just slam on the brakes so hard you'll see the back end of the car go out.
On Friday.
Stopping for?
It is 63 degrees now. John Plumbing Heating and Air Studios. We got an press on offer for you from.
What are you doing, lady?
Just to show another person on the freeway passing in the emergency lane. It's just some kid riding his bike right in the middle of the road. Maybe that is the safest place, huh? This is to show how people don't pull over for emergency vehicles again. Not only do the two cars in front of me not pull over, the car behind me goes around me. And I had my turn signal on and everything.
Stop, stupid!
Yeah, you know that if that was your relative they're coming to get, that you'd want everybody to move over. I think every one of my videos shows somebody stopping at a green light.
Go. What are you stopping for, lady?
As I approach this light, you'll see these two people over at the gas station coming this way. And they're going to want to cross the street. And so I have my turn signal on, I'm waiting to cross. It says don't walk. They were way back there anyway. And they see me wanting to turn, and they purposely slowed down in the middle of the street. So it was probably illegal for me to do that because they were in the crosswalk, but at the same time they purposely slowed down, and it was like they shouldn't be crossing anyway, so that's why I went around. This is just a picture of my dog.